Every day we have choices. But what's that one moment in time that choice or that decision might have changed everything for you? I was 22 years old, working and living out of the home. Growing up in an Italian family, got called home for Sunday dinner. And when mom called you home for Sunday dinner, you went home. So Sunday dinner was normal. Small talk, how things doing? Everything okay? Do you need anything? Need help with anything? Nope, everything's fine. Well, that's when the tone changed a little bit. My dad took out this black book and slid it across the table to me and opened it up and said, "This is what you owe me." "This is what you owe me?" Oh, he didn't say it twice. I just heard it twice. "So what's this?" Well, he started to explain that I went to college for 3 years. I didn't graduate, and he wanted his money back. Well, I looked at the book and the entries adding up to that dollar figure, and I thought, well, I'm not doing that good, Dad. Well, that's when he reached across the table and grabbed, well, let me back up a minute and tell you how I got here. See, in high school, I was an honor roll student, high school quarterback, best record in 25 years, things were pretty easy. I didn't want to go to a small college and a local college like my brothers and sisters did. I wanted to go to a big university. I wanted to learn more. I wanted to meet more people. Well, I found out quickly after my first week of college that I was better at one of those than the other. And it was an uphill battle for the next 3 years, fighting through classes and understanding what college was about and trying to learn. But after 3 years, I decided that I wasn't sure that I wanted to finish with what I started, and so I could convince Mom and Dad that I wanted to take 1 semester off school before I went back, so I could make sure that I was graduating with the right degree. Well, they agreed. Well, I was 2 years into that 1 semester, and I now moved out of the house. I was bartending, making good money, buying a car, living in an apartment. You know, I was being single in the 80s. You could put what that do you want. But when my dad called me home for dinner at that time, I didn't know it at the time. My dad never graduated high school, see, and one of his goals were to have all of his kids graduate college. So I was the youngest, and my brothers and sisters had already done that. So I was the last one to graduate. So when he reached across the table, he grabbed that book and he closed it. And he said, "I think you can go back to school. I'll keep this." Well, see, that was my decision time. I could have argued with my dad. I could have pushed back. I was kind of thinking, you didn't graduate high school, and I don't really need anything right now, but I didn't say it. I was thinking it. So I told my dad I would think about it. Well, I went back to school. 2 years later, I graduated with a management business degree, and I worked my way through school and paid for my own school. It's amazing how much more you pay attention when you're paying for it yourself. So I graduated school, and I was pretty excited because when I got to that point, my dad had bought my brothers and sisters cars when they graduated. So I was pretty excited about what car I was going to get. My dad didn't give me a car when I graduated. In fact, he gave me 7 $1 bills with a note that said, "That's how long it took you to graduate school? Congratulations." Well, again, I was a little upset at the time, but I still have that $7. My brothers and sisters don't have their cars. See, that $7 is on my wall in my office. When I have a bad day, I see it. When I have a good day, I see it. So my dad was a pretty smart man from not graduating high school and had his ways of getting things done that he wanted done with us. And see, I really never owed him anything, and I didn't realize it until I became an adult and a family man myself. So life is not really what happens to you. It's more about how you react to what happens to you. So before you react, make sure you think, because it can change your life. Thank you.